Okay, Central Salvation Harbor. I think it's there.
Oh, skeletons!
Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Hi Selim, how are you today? And hi Radix, how are you? Well, hello there. Hello to you too, Mr. Hanson. And your mom and all. Ooh. Somehow you're not surprised that Satan's use plushies. Yep. Exactly. Can I get her that Killstar sponsor? Yes, please. Would be great. Would be freaking great. You bet hell is just full of plushies at this point. Even more reasons to go there, I guess. Hi Arva Perkele, how are you today?
Church of Redemption, founded in 1667. Cast away from your evil deeds and find redemption in our Lord.
Yeah, sponsored by undiagnosed ADHD. Why, that's also damn familiar.
The door won't budge.
Maybe hell is full of skeletons. Could be. Okay, what is in here then? But 10 wouldn't that make it heaven? Mm-hmm. Your life started making so much more sense ever since people started pointing out the symptoms they saw in you. Fair.
Seems after visiting Dr. Grant, the shop owner
I
preferred
never
to
found out what was the
self-medicate.
final thing for that. Fucking hell. Not sure what you were talking about, but many people have ADT these days. It's kind of self-caused ADHD with smartphones and social media, etc. Borderline personality disorder also has some symptoms similar to ADHD. Really similar ones. Even though they are definitely not the same thing. Also, hi Cosmic, how are you today?
You cannot build here. It's cursed. Cursed. The sky smote the carpenters for their sins. You cannot build a church
Hi
in
Patsa
this
Victor,
place.
how are you today? Well, you guess you are an ADHD.
Good.
Hipsters has a good diagnosis
Let this
in the late
place be our
90s. Yes.
legacy.
Waking
May
up,
the horror
hopefully
that
you
filled
slept well.
carpenters be forgotten, and hope take its place. Esse quam
Borderline, for more
mediare.
information, you're more than happy to share some personal experience. Now I'm interested, like really interested, because I know that a lot of times borderline personality disorder is way harder to diagnose for guys. And most of the time it's wrongly diagnosed as antisocial personality
Let's
disorder.
get a handle on what actually
So that's why I'm super interested of that. Neurodivergent before it was cool.
You cannot build here. It's cursed. Cursed. The sky smote the carpenters for their sins. You cannot build. Good. Let this place be our legacy. May the horror that you cannot build here. It's cursed.
Thank you for the subscription.
The
Also,
sky
hi
smote
Cap.
the
Look
Hi
at them
Captain
happy
Viking, how
skeletons.
are you today?
You cannot build a church in this place. Make it
And hi
quick,
Elogi
whatever
was there,
God
how are you
implore
today?
I lost everything to this fire. My house.
Hey, Queen looking simply elegant today, miss. But then
No
again,
need
you
to
always do.
recite every
Aw,
single
thank you.
bloody name.
The old Carpenter Manor stood here centuries ago, until a fire destroyed it and killed most of the family. The church was built over the ruin.
Thank you for the subscription, Music Man, as well. Appreciate it. We feel in content that we are constantly
Look at
advancing
them
in
happy
understanding
skeletons.
these things and learning how to cope with them healthily. Little by little, I think. Would you mind to fucking let me in? No. So, you know, that would be nice. Okay, for some reason, the stuff that I'm supposed to complete doesn't work. Place a mark, okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna go cry somewhere else then. You good? Happy to hear? Hope is all is well with you. Ah, some sort of possibly it, maybe. No way to kick down the door. No, it doesn't let me. Lurk got to do some stuff. Okay, thank you for the lurk, appreciate it, and thank you for the stopping by, really appreciate it. Hopefully all the stuff is gonna go well. Alright. Like, something is just extremely fucking wrong with everything at the moment in the game. Hosting and lurking today. Thank you for the lurk, appreciate it, and thank you for the host as well. For some reason my alerts don't work on that matter. You had antisocial diagnosis for nearly 2 years before getting your strength, changing it to the right one. Sadly, it's pretty common mistake they made. But after you look up separates antisocial and borderline, it's actually pretty damn easy to tell the difference. Yep, can agree with that. But yeah, for some reason, it's like the thing that they usually do is to wrongly diagnose it for guys as antisocial personality disorder, because apparently it shows a little bit differently that it would show for ladies or something like that. And it sucks. Like, it's already super hard to get to diagnose overall, and then like if you're a guy it's fucking half impossible, because most of the time the doctors haven't cared enough, I guess. At least not here. Also, hi Thompson, how are you today? Love you too, Satan. The Taurus is sus, kill it. The most obvious sign is the fact that with antisocial personality, the person is basically unable to find themselves as the reason for X and Y. It's always that it wasn't my fault, it was my ex or old friend who caused this, etc. Yeah, and that's not the case with borderline. Yeah, a lot of cases in borderline, they are blaming themselves for everything. Or, in extremely rare cases, I have met people in borderline disorder that blame everyone else though. But it's really rare. Trying to think. Like, there was this one person who made everything sound like that it's everyone else's fault, that they are going through something, and then turns out they were attention seeking so bad that they caused things on a purpose to go that way so they could be blaming the others. But that's like a fucking extreme case, like really extreme case. Okay, extra hours. Field research. Yeah, in the US there are still problems. When you was diagnosed, there were almost no limits on how much meds they could prescribe you. Now the government decided to limit the amount prescribed, despite the fact that the meds were prescribed are highly addictive. Lovely. Psychology is so fucking interesting. It is. If that makes any sense, you are bad at explaining these things in English. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it all. Also, this just makes me, like, if you are really borderline, this just makes me even more confused about, like, everything in the tomb. Because, like, we have even much more common than I thought. Like, way much more common. Welcome in, raiders, welcome in. I got to say, I definitely did not get scared by the raid alert, no. But thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. How are you all today? This whole thing is confusing. Really confusing. Okay. Investigate an ill-famed restaurant located in Easter Reed Heights on Willow Lane between Herald Street and Bullock Street. Reed Heights. Okay, Willow Lane, Herald, Bullock. Okay. So it could be also there. Could be. Been scared by the raid alert? Nope, not even once. Yeah, my own alerts are still the most scary ones. Not the horror games, nothing like it, but fucking hell, my own alerts. Blech. You could have it here playing a new RTB called Ni no Kuni. How have you liked it? Been being scared by regular things and not scare ones, nothing new. By the way, Queen, how close are you to the Plague Doctor suit? I think it's possibly 2 cases. But that's the issue, like I can't get there because they are on that area. And I have no fucking idea how to get there because the main quest doesn't go forward either at the moment, so yeah, life sucks. Sad noises. Yeah, I feel like the restaurant is also the other side, unless if it's here. Aha! This is lovely. This is great. Awesome. Awesome. Fucking awesome. Why is the fucking police officer shooting me? What the fuck? Just trying to kill the monsters. What is wrong with you? But anyway, best go to sleep, have a great stream and good night chat. Okay, thank you for stopping by and still thank you for the raid, appreciate it. Have a lovely rest of your night. Oh my goodness, I hate that lag. You killed his dog. No. Sad play queen. Very true. From the coffee yesterday. Okay, let's hope that it's that. You mean your keyboard is sticky now? Thanks to the coffee you spilled on it yesterday. Aw, still? You managed to clean it any better? Also, hi Dylas, how are you today? Note to myself, don't shoot anything on the freaking outside, because just work. How about you? Sounds very accurate, to be fair, or relatable for me as well. Nothing much really, anything else than stream. I hate that fucking lag. That lag is so fucking bad. like not even shooting. I don't understand why it lags with the shotgun so freaking much. Doesn't even make sense.
Blood is still fresh.
So it's on your end too. I was gonna ask about it. It's the game itself that lags every time when I try to shoot something with the shotgun. Also, hi Chicky, cool. How are you today? You heard there were people here in need of confusing, basically. Replacement keyboard in your closet. Never had for some time, you think. Just may you use that one and clean this one in the back. Fair. Dear Mr. Throckmorton, it is my pleasure to invite you to a tasting of exclusive and exquisite dishes, which will be taking place at the Count Ugolino restaurant in 2 weeks' time. This is a closed event and only the most honorable guests will be in attendance. I hope you will join us. Sincerely yours, Myers Chef. Cannibalism. Because the shotgun is so powerful it causes the universal lag. Probably. The Count Ugolino restaurant is preparing to reopen. Kitchen hands, dishwashers, waiters and waitresses needed. All interested parties should come to Count Ugolino for an interview with Chef Armand Myers. Okay. Can Capcom please announce unconfirmed Dragon's Dogma 2? It's all I'll ask for 2022. That is a very good question. Police have started to look into the disappearance of several young women in Advent. Witnesses said they saw the missing victims visit the Ugolino restaurant, but the police investigation found nothing illegal. Chef Armand Myers rejects all accusation of impropriety.
The door won't budge. The door won't budge.
Well, well, well.
These aren't your typical kitchen utensils.
I was always sure my dishes could not be matched. Those who taste human flesh always crave for more. It is difficult to find enough meat for my patrons. They spend all their time hiding in the basement, pleading to be fed again. Today I went downstairs and saw how the patrons had changed. They love my cooking so much that their bodies have adapted to consume more. I cannot let them down. I must post new ads in the Oakmont Chronicle. My funds are running low. Guess I'll have to find a new prosperous patron to support my business.
The door won't budge.
Lovely. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Cut the flesh from the young woman's hip into 4-ounce pieces. Aha! No thank you. I don't need cooking ideas.
My esteemed patrons, presenting my latest delicacy. Don't be greedy. Don't hurry to eat, please. You'll always be my most well-regarded clients.
Alrighty then. It said key evidence collected, so there is still evidence
These
somewhere.
aren't your typical. Well, I don't think the health inspector will be pleased.
Yummy, and the service is great too. Hi Pong, how are you today? Righty then, now we get the fuck out of here. Except that we are slightly fucking insane, but that's nothing unusual. Oh, that was a great laugh. So, as far as I know, we are one case away from getting the Blake Doctor Mask thingy, whole fucking thing. But there is the issue that the final thing is here. And we can't get to that area. I don't know how the fuck we open it. Life sucks. Meh. It reminds you about your blueberry pie. That is in oven. Gotta get it out. Oh dear. Please don't burn it. You think you have enough to fill a cookbook? That's the kind of laugh you would expect to come from a joker or something. Possibly, possibly. Hello, Mr. Fuckface.
I paid a visit to that awful restaurant. I'd call it a den of evil, but that would be an understatement.
Good grief. What happened?
The cook was mad, a cannibal, and fed those jumping monstrosities on human flesh. He called them patrons.
That restaurant was a destination for Oakmont's elite, many of whom disappeared shortly after the flood. I think we now know why.
Are you suggesting that it was cannibalism that caused such a horrific transformation?
Blueberry
These
pie,
days,
or like a
alas,
burnt berry pie.
cannibalism is not so
If it's
rare.
let in the one
Could
long
it
enough.
be
Yep.
that all the Cositians, as Westerbrook calls
The
them,
pie doesn't
were
need
once
saving, it can save itself.
Why?
How do we get to that fucking area here? Okay. You demand a blueberry pie making stream when the berry season starts. But I already made a cooking stream that where we're making a blueberry pie. Okay. You already streamed it? Yeah, I did! I made white chocolate pomegranate cheesecake and blueberry pie. Can never have too much blueberry pie. Very true. Very true. Baking stream when? When I will be able to set it up, because at the moment it seems like I need 30 meters long cable to be able to make that happen. If I want to use camera. Why you wasn't invited to eat it? I was still living in the another city back in the time. Yeah, good question. Side note, the pie is saved, it's not burnt or anything. Nice. It's good news.
What's your problem?
Okay, ideas. How in the fucking hell we get into this fucking place? Because it's still locked. There is no key. And they don't fucking let me in. Oh, you need to... Okay, so you need to hit it fucking perfectly that it opens. Okay! I'll remember this. What type of cable do you need? USB cable. Or camera that I would be able to connect to my PC somehow. Because like my PC is another level with the kitchen. And I got to say the last time I streamed it with my phone and that wasn't like a really good experience because after a certain amount of time it disconnects. Also my phone doesn't have a good battery and so on, so it doesn't really work. Which is sad. Hilda failed to seduce the mayor with promises of eternal life. Now we need some mercury spilled in his bedroom to make our proposals more effective. We'll need more than just a cable. USB has a maximum length of 3.3 before you need something to boost the signal. You will need an active USB cable extension in addition to another cable, otherwise the cable won't work. Okay. Guess you could make a YouTube video instead, and you can just film it with a video cam and upload it. Yeah, I don't have video cam anymore nowadays. So that is also an issue. So, not sure. Alright, this is gonna make me insane as well. .3. You haven't completed Woken it. Yeah, no worries. Well, that's interesting. One knowledge point, okay. But yeah, I need to figure out how to make it happen, and then I can make a cooking stream. Hi Griffon, how are you today? When are you streaming early or are you insane? We changed the time. So yes, I'm streaming earlier times. Now it's again 2 PM for me. But yeah. Which is one of the reasons why I'm super fucking tired now. In all honesty, you would never trust the signal to travel more than 3.5 meters without boosters. DM you with some reliable cable extension later on Discord. You had to get some for the VR cameras. Okay, thank you, appreciate it. Also about the commission that you talked. Yeah, feel free to message about it and I'll see what I can do about that. Makes sense? Oh, no worries. I just freaking hate changing the time because it's just so fucking meh. Okay. Yoinks.
Something's chewed this one up real bad.
I burned the seductive with my daughter, my cursed seed, but she came back. How long will the Almighty test my fate? She's here, laughing at my weaknesses. Her body is not hers anymore. It is the filthy gold womb, the breeder of the devil's spawn. She is mine, my blood, my treasure. Now neither the devil nor filthy men may touch her. For I have smitten her sinful flesh, mixed her beauty with dust. How could it be? How? She came back, born by the sinful hole her body turned to. She whispered to me, promising we'll be together always. They hang at me, their father, but not for long. That night I was born again. By my dear daughter. Someone decided to ping you 63 times an hour before your alarm went off, so you're not fully awake. Do I know who it is, or does that doesn't sound good? I do hope that you get to sleep as well eventually.
Ah, now that's a familiar smell. Like
Nope.
year-dead skunk.
Our devoted members in the police department attract 2 more officers to our ranks. We must prepare them for a meeting with our fecund mother, the great daughter of the Lord of the Woods. You're debating hard on timing them out for a week. Yeah, I would say I support you as well on that matter. Because I really don't
Ah, this is in good shape and ready to
like
use.
when people spam at all. Like, not at all. That's probably the easiest way to unknow me. People who write their messages 1 word at a time and send it to you like, hey, then the next message. How are next sentence? You, and like then they explain things like that. It's like a literal spam, and it's like, why the fuck you do that? Why would you? Ugh.